All right, we are live, and the OT starts right now. So,
USFL.
yeah, it started.
It started this weekend.
I did not get to see any of it. I saw, like I said, I watched some highlights on YouTube, but yeah, I didn't get to actually watch any of the games. We were doing stuff.
Yeah, it's funny. I texted you and said, "Hey, USFL kickoff, whatever." You're like, "Ah, shit, I'm out."
Mm-hmm.
You're out with the out with your lovely wife.
Yep.
It started out with, I'll tell you,
Well, first of all, which game are we talking about?
the first game was the
It was the Jersey Generals, right?
right. It was the Generals versus Birmingham,
Okay.
the local team,
Mm-hmm.
and it. I'm not sure what I was expecting to start because there was actually a decent amount of people there.
Mm-hmm.
Birmingham obviously is. We talked about this before. They're hosting all the games in one like kind of bubble area.
Yeah.
For the inaugural season.
Just because of COVID, right?
I think COVID, and honestly, if it picks up, then maybe they work it into the second season. I don't know, but. No, for this first season, it's going to stay local, and then the playoffs will be
Playoff
in Canton.
Okay.
Yeah, so it started off with it was Fox and NBC combined to do the broadcast, and so that was interesting. You had Kurt Menefee and fucking Jason Garrett was on the sideline doing like reporting.
Really? Shouldn't he have been a coach?
He was not a coach.
But
Jeff Fisher is one of the coaches. He coaches the Michigan team.
Okay. But I mean, Jason Garrett, he was the guy that was the Cowboys coach for the longest time, right?
Yeah, and he's the offensive coordinator, I think, for the Giants. Right? Giants? I think. Anyway, he's a loser, and he sounds so fake. I'm obviously a puppet that Jerry Jones controls remotely.
Mm-hmm.
Even
though he doesn't work for the Cowboys anymore.
Yeah, definitely. He's still being fucking controlled remotely.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they did they had the national anthem. They had all the pomp and circumstance you would expect from like a regular NFL broadcast. The staff sergeant that sang the national anthem. Look, good on her. She got up on this fucking stage and sang it. I would never do that. I would never put myself out there. Good on her for doing it, but damn it, it was not a good display. Remember last week when I said how good the broad did the national anthem at the Phillies game?
Yep.
The fucking 7-year-old or the 7th grader?
Yeah.
We really needed her to do the fucking USFL one because way better than his fucking staff sergeant. But she was drowned out in the end by the fucking F-16s flying over.
Okay.
Like a nice low flyby. Good engine noises drowning out everything. So,
which again, I'm kind of surprised that they actually got something like that for the USFL.
yeah,
No offense to the league, but
it's getting the full treatment.
yeah.
And look, you got Mike Pereira. You got a lot of legitimacy built into this league. And for all of the things that, all the quirky things that you thought like, oh, okay, that sounded kind of gimmicky, like rules wise and things like that. It was an NFL game. It really was.
Right.
The kickoff is moved back to like its normal position. So you're actually going to have kickoffs.
Oh, you mean you're going to have returns?
You have returns. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's actually, to me, that's better. I think it's better football.
Oh, it's better football. It's better for the viewer. I understand why they made the change in the NFL.
Well,
because
what they did was they made the kick. They moved the kick back, but they changed the positioning of the line so they're not running as far.
Yeah.
So it's more like a punt configuration, so that you don't have like the gunner running for fucking 40 yards into somebody.
Right.
So the collision speed isn't nearly as much.
Well, that's good.
So they are cognizant of that, but at least you're getting the kickoff. Like you're getting opportunity for a little bit more excitement out of that.
Sure. Yeah.
They had drones flying around the stadium,
Like as cameras.
yeah. So
Nice.
you like for kickoffs and they had them on field for certain plays and following running backs and following throws downfield. Really cool stuff. All first person views out of the drones. You had mics. There were 16 players mic'd up on each team.
Jeez.
Yeah. So you had what was really cool about it, like sometimes it was a little distracting because they were mic'd up and it was going out live the
Oh
entire
yeah,
time.
that's not good.
So it can get a little distracting, but what was cool after, I don't know if it was just me and our background, but I was able to like really,
Like filter it out a little
yeah,
bit.
I was able to parse it down to just you had the interaction of the coach with the quarterback or the defensive player, and you're hearing exactly what the call out is.
Yeah.
And the difference, the coach can talk to the quarterback all the way up until the snap, as opposed to only 15 seconds.
Wow.
So they're talking about like the coverage and the cover, like you'll
And
hear
like they
call,
can make audibles together and all that
yeah,
shit. Wow.
all the way up until then. So that was pretty cool. And it gave even the announcers, you know, they had the Stars game, they had Michael Robinson, who's a former Penn State quarterback. He played for the 49ers. He was a fullback for the 49ers.
Oh shit. Okay.
He was on that team. Then he left and went to Seattle that won the Super Bowl that year. But yeah, so he was one of the announcers. So it was him and another guy. They're both college quarterbacks. And as they're doing the play call outs, and because they're hearing everything real time,
Yeah.
they're able to do this like Tony Romo style, like hyper analysis of like what the play breakdown is.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're getting it real time. So it really made it, for me as a like kind of an X's and O's guys for football, really made it fun. It made it fun to watch.
Yeah.
And the first game immediately went into each team scored, and then it kind of went into a drought. The defense remembered, oh shit, we're playing football. And you got a lot of these background stories about players that had not, like, here's where they were in the league. Some players were drafted like third, fourth round picks. Some players had injuries, and you know, this is what happened to them in college, and this, you know, they went to the NFL for 2 seasons. And
Okay,
then,
so they're giving you background on a lot of
oh
these
yeah,
players.
so you're getting the stories of everybody. They're interviewing them immediately after like they come off the field. Like you're getting really up close. Like whereas with the NFL, everything was like really like, oh, you'll talk to the player later.
Yeah.
Like everything is like, no, we're going to talk to the player right now after the score. And the players themselves, like the quarterback, they get an iPad and they can see the play, like the replay, as opposed to just getting a still.
Oh, okay.
So they can break down the play a little bit better. I will say that the quarterbacking is very like it's Division II like quarterbacking. Like
Sure.
these are quarterbacks that have played on practice squads and stuff like that, and I think the play will get better. But I think what I witnessed watching the games yesterday, especially, was you saw some weak arms. There's some underthrows, but for the most part, like the offenses were working. You had some defensive scores. You had a blocked punt that, you know, in the end zone. So it was good football, and I was actually surprised at how good it was going to be. Like I've been excited for it because it's the Philadelphia Stars and all this other shit, right? You know, I made the comments about the 1984 stuff.
It's just disappointing that they're not actually going to play games in this area, because I'd have been totally on board with going.
100%. Like, well, we could go to Birmingham and pay $10 and we could go in person, but it would cost us a lot of money in gas.
Yeah, I don't want to go to Birmingham.
Yeah. They're trying to sell people to go to Birmingham, but I mean, I get it, right? This is the first year, but they're getting, I think if they get the viewership, then, I mean, I actually reactivated my Sling account so that I could watch the Stars game.
Yeah.
You know, I had it on in a little corner of one of my screens. Jesus Christ, touching everything.
Did they win?
They lost. The Stars lost.
The Jersey team lost too, right?
They did, but that game went to like the last possession. The Stars, or the Generals, they went down the field, scored. I think they scored a field goal or something, and then the other team had come back. And it was exciting football. And then the first game on Sunday too was a good back and forth matchup.
Yeah.
So it's entertaining. I think for a lot of people, it's going to be a lot more entertaining than watching a baseball game, because not everybody's into baseball like that.
Right, because it's baseball is not fast paced, but
No.
football is. Football
Yeah.
can be very fast paced and
Yeah, even
more entertaining.
like people that are like, oh, well, this is going to be like kind of, double A football. You're going to have players that are either like, hey, they were on practice squads, they're taking this opportunity to get back on a team. Because no doubt that scouts are watching.
And that's the thing that interests me the most because we've talked about this. I've always wanted to see like a AAA football league that guys can go, they can hone their skills and maybe give themselves an opportunity to make it in the NFL. And that's the kind of success story I want to see come out of this. I want to see somebody excelling in this league to the point where they make it to an NFL roster and they actually do some good things in the NFL.
Yeah, back in the 80s when this league existed, there was 2,000 players that went to the NFL.
Yeah.
So
I remember Warren Moon was one of the bigger ones, right?
Warren Moon, there was a bunch of them. Herschel Walker, another big name that came out. He played for the Stars. There's a bunch of names. I had looked it up actually for the last show, and I just never actually talked about it.
Yeah. So one thing I wanted to bring up real quick since we're already running out of time. So I'm in my normal Google News feed yesterday, and I see Terrell Owens scores a touchdown at 48 years old. I'm like, Terrell Owens is in the USFL? No, he's in this other thing. Have you heard of the fan-controlled football, FCF?
Only because T.O. is in it.
Yeah. I had heard nothing about this until I saw this fucking headline. But yeah, it's some other fucking football league that's going on and has some type of fan interaction. I have no idea. But yeah, who'd have thought Terrell Owens is still playing fucking football?
Well, look, the dude fucking always took care of himself.
Yeah.
And it doesn't surprise me that, I think Steve Young did play
in the USFL.
I think so. I don't know about that.
I thought he was drafted by the Falcons and then traded to the Niners after like one season.
Said that weird.
Or no, Tampa Bay. He was drafted by Tampa Bay, I think.
USFL, NFL.
No, what you should do is USFL alumni.
Well, it's current players. No, I don't want the current players.
Yeah.
Anyway, regardless, I agree with you. I think based on a couple other things, just real quick before I'll come back to that thought. From a technology standpoint, the first downs, like if there's a measurement, they're using the same technology that they use in tennis for like Wimbledon.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's not the chains. They're using 8 different cameras to measure where the ball was, and so you'll have a line, and then they'll show the line of the football, and they'll tell you exactly where the ball was in relationship to that line.
That's something I could see the NFL eventually adopting.
Yeah, absolutely,
because it's more precise.
Yeah, you're going to have the cameras. Like, it's going to save time because you're not dragging chains out there, right? It's not that extra time out for a coach, which I'm sure coaches will bitch about because a lot of times it's like, hey, let's get a measurement so they can get that extra time. But
it's true.
It still has to go to the booth. But yeah, it's actually pretty cool. So it's like, boop, showed right there. Nope, it was 8 inches short, and it's supposed to be accurate within like 2 millimeters or something.
Nice.
Something ridiculous like that. So it's gonna be really tough to fucking bitch about that.
Yeah, right.
And what was the other technology thing?
I saw the first person cam.
Yep, that was pretty cool. Watching running backs like hit the hole and then fucking all of a sudden they're looking up at some dude. Like, there were some really hard fucking hits too. And they can go for 3 points. So you have, after a touchdown, you can go for the normal point after. You can go for 2. And then you can go for 3, but you're taking the ball to the 10-yard line.
And you have to get it in the end zone?
Yep. You can make a 3-point try.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
nobody did it. Nobody even tried it.
Right.
From the games that I watched.
Yeah.
I think the coaches look at it and go like that. All of these coaches have some background either between college and pros. And I think it's going to take a lot for them to work that into a game plan. Either they're going to have a big lead or something like that.
Or, you know, if like you're desperate for a comeback, like
Yeah.
if you're like, what, 5 or 6 plus 9, yeah, if you're 18 points down
Yeah.
with 5 minutes to go.
Well, think of it this way, right? You're fuck that timer.
Right.
Think of it this way: if you're in a situation where normally you would try and get the ball back to kick a field goal, like okay, instead I'm just going to take this 3-point try, then now you have that option. Like it just adds a little an extra element to the game. I can't see that translating to the NFL, to be honest. But you know, we'll see. But it's another extra little thing that I think will bring something to the game. Oh, and the if there's any overtime, it'll be sudden death. Like each team gets 3 possessions. And
That's not sudden death.
Sorry, I misspoke.
It's the opposite of sudden death.
It's not sudden death. It's I think. Well, I'm pretty sure it's each team gets 3 possessions.
Okay.
And whoever scores the most points in those 3 possessions is the winner. I think that's what they said.
Interesting.
I forget. I don't know. The timer went off. So
Longest games ever.
well, no, because then that's it. You know,
Yeah.
you have that. That's your opportunity to score. If you don't, then you don't. But the games moved good. It was good football. I recommend if you have the ability to watch it. I recommend.
All right. Yeah. No, I definitely want to tune in. Just Sunday was a busy day for us. So. All right, and that's the overtime.
No,
Just like that.
just like that.
Man, I haven't had a fucking peppermint patty in so long.
So good.
It is.
They're so fucking
once
good.
it hits your lips.
It's dark chocolate too, and that's what's devastating.
Mm-hmm.
Because milk chocolate and me just don't get along.
Yeah.
Like I can handle a tiny bit of it, but dark chocolate, oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah.
Which candy, Easter candy, it's like everywhere right now.
Mm-hmm.
We got a house full of it. Kathy sprinkled a bunch of it in my lunch. I was digging around as I was driving back, and you know, had some carrots left over. I was just kind of eating to stay awake on the drive to here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like, oh look, Mr. Goodbar. Oh shit. So it's like, you know, Halloween 2.0.
Right.
That's what
Yeah,
the-
pretty much.
Easter is, as far as the candy goes. Anyway.
Yeah.
So
I always hated Easter. Always hated Easter growing up. I'm sure I've talked about this on the show before, but you know, in California, this time of year in April, it's already getting fucking hot.
okay.
Like you're already sweating. But my family also subscribed to, well, you got to get dressed up and you got to go to fucking church and you got to go do all this stuff. So I'm in like a fucking like slacks and a fucking button up shirt and a tie in fucking April in Bakersfield, California. I'm fucking dying. I'm so hot. And I was just always miserable. Always miserable. I hated Easter.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
So,
This Easter was interesting because we had. Are you making that noise?
the noise that your chair is making
No. That's the rain.
is the noise in here with us right now.
No, you don't hear that?
I hear the sounds of you and me talking, and then your chair making noises every once in a while.
No, that's the rain. The rain hitting the. I think it was hitting the.
Oh, yeah, it is raining outside.
What's wrong with my brain?
I don't know. We don't have enough time.
Yeah, right. Squirrel. Yes. Sorry.
Hold on. Let's ask the Magic 8 Ball. Is Dave brain damaged? Signs point to yes. I don't think we could have gotten a better answer.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Signs definitely point to yes.
Yes. All right, hang on.
This was a gift, by the way, of Kristen. She decided that we needed a Magic 8 Ball in the studio.
Is Jason a giant douchebag?
Oof.
Can't read it. It says my sources. What the fuck? I can't even read it.
Is he? My sources say no. Yes. So I'm not a douchebag. Well, that's clearly wrong because I know I am. So
Well, maybe you're just a small douchebag.
so small.
Yeah, very good. Hey, Matt Vader showed up.
Yeah, as we're almost done.
Yep.
Sadly.
And Swede missed the whole show. Damn. Swede's been finishing his garage.
Understandable. He's been posting pictures on social media, and I've been.
Has he?
Yeah. I'm just like, man.
Dude, I haven't been on social media like at all.
It's probably a good thing.
Is it? Like Kathy gave it up for Lent, which is like
Catholics are weird.
Look, we're not even like it's not. Sometimes it's good to just do like make a change. It's like dieting, right? It's like sometimes just the act of changing something. Like, okay, I'm going to eliminate this because I need to change something. Right?
Okay.
Having that mentality is good, right? If there's something that's, caustic in your life, like social media, and if you need like this change mechanism and it just happens to be an excuse like Lent, then you take that opportunity.
And that's fine. That's whatever. But I know Kristen's got one of her sisters is a big religious person, and I remember hearing one year she gave up fucking coffee for Lent. I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind. I'd rather give up my left arm than give up fucking coffee for some weird religious thing.
I gave up cookies,
and that's fine. I'll give up cookies for lentil or whatever. But coffee, really? You're going to give up coffee for some hokey religion. So, all right. You do you, I guess. But
some people, I think it's a little look into something that they feel like they're addicted to and need better control over. That's what that is.
I don't need to control. I just need to control the amount of coffee entering my fucking pie hole.
That's like me and Diet Cokes. Like,
yeah. Would you ever give that up for Lent?
No, God no.
There you go.
No, not without a suitable substitute.
Right.
I'd probably end up going to coffee.
You're right.
I'd be drinking that much coffee, and then I'd probably go in the hospital. It would not be good.
Yeah. Is Diet Coke withdrawal like alcohol withdrawal if you're an alcoholic?
No, but it's like coffee withdrawal.
Yeah.
It's
fucking massive headaches.
Yeah. It's not. Alcohol withdrawal is different.
Dude, the best cup of coffee I ever had was at the Chow Hall at Fairchild Air Force Base. After the 3 weeks in the woods with no coffee or anything, or the week in the woods, whatever the fuck it was, for survival school.
I can see that.
And again, Chow Hall fucking coffee. It probably wasn't that great, but it was the best cup of coffee I ever had in my life.
Dude, I had the fucking. Did I eat at the Chow Hall? I'm sure I did. Why don't I remember the Chow Hall?
At Fairchild?
Yeah.
The only other option, like if you were in the same dorms as I was, I'm sure you were because you went through it not that long before me. Yeah, the only other option was like ordering Domino's pizza or going to the Chow Hall.
Which when I got back from the woods, that's the first thing I did is I ordered fucking like 3 medium Domino's pizzas. And stood in the shower and housed all fucking 3 of them.
Wait, you ate pizza while you were in the shower?
Dude.
What?
100%. Yeah. Yep. Because all I want to do is get fucking clean.
How does that work?
I don't know. You eat. It's just like having a fucking shower beer, You just keep that dry and you just stick your
I've never had a shower beer.
What? You've never had a shower beer?
Drinking beer in the shower?
Yes.
No. I've never ate or drank anything in the shower. Wow. This can't be normal. We've got people in the chat. Tell us, please. Have any of you eaten or drank in the fucking shower?
You're going to be surprised.
Coming from you, I'm not shocked at all. Knowing you and your history of showers. But like when you have them propped on the boxes on the fucking toilet and you just got the shower curtain open a little bit.
I think they were on the sink.
You just
yes,
just reach out, fucking just. Now, yeah, I remember it being dirty as fuck during that. Don't get me wrong. I took the longest shower ever myself. It was all black and shit on the bottom. It just
so fucking gross. Oh my god, I never that that experience, well, there was a couple different experiences we've had on the road that I just never. You have these experiences, you know, being in the military, even in being in the Air Force, that you never will take another shower for granted. Right? It's like I have hot water. If it hits my face, it's not going to make me sick.
Right.
And I can be in here for as long as I fucking want. And I'm going to fucking enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I do that every single shower I take.
Wait, did all of this start at Fairchild at survival school?
No, I've always taken long ass showers,
Okay, right.
but I just appreciate it more. Like, I don't let a shower go by where I could just like, I'm not going to, like, if I have the ability to enjoy it, then I'm going to fucking enjoy that shower. Like, there's no reason not to. Life's too short.
Well, the problem here is we have a super shitty hot water heater, so one shower wouldn't last that long, sadly.
There you go. So look, here we go. Right here we in the chat.
Oh my god.
In the chat.
Apparently, I'm the only one who doesn't drink beer in the fucking shower.
All right, I gotta scroll up quite a bit here. Hang on.
Jesus Christ. How do you do that? How does that even work? It's water coming down. You can't do anything.
Shower beers are life. Look.
Yeah. Oh, I'm seeing it.
Look.
Look,
here's another one.
How am I a square? Because I don't fucking drink in the
here's
shower.
Another one. And he's never even seen Super Troopers.
Oh man.
I look, man. Like, if you're gonna, dude, I can't not even like TDY.
Why would I do that?
Because you're pre-gaming. Like, why waste time? That's wasted time when you're pre-gaming.
I got nothing.
Wow. Yeah, shower beers, man. It's a thing. It's
apparently, like according to the chat, it is a thing.
See,
so
listen, I'm not gonna say that.
I will say you don't get a physique like this drinking beer in the shower. That's all I gotta say. That's right.
Okay. But I'm surprised. How did you get a liver like that without drinking beer in the shower?
Drank beer everywhere else.
I drank.
Yeah, the idea of eating and or drinking or apparently smoking in the shower, according to some people, I never crossed my mind. Like, that's really a thing that somebody's done before. Obviously, that's something.
And it's not even like just like a tub shower where you'd have a lot of room. Like, it's like the normal stand-up showers where like, you put the beer in the fucking soap dish. That's the beer holder now.
But then it's not cold. If you're taking a hot shower, it's gonna warm up quick.
How how hot are these showers?
I take pretty hot showers.
And as do I, and I can tell you that the beer sitting over here, not getting water splashed on it, stays perfectly fine. And then you drink it and you get another one. You obviously weren't enough of an alcoholic. That's really what like if we go back in time and it's like, all right, well, yeah, what was Jason an alcoholic? Well, let's go back. Did he have shower beer? No. Then no. The answer is no.
Not an alcoholic.
No, not an alcoholic. He did not have shower beers. The rest of us, absolutely. We're fucking done.
Oh my god.
You haven't had a shower beer or a shower rum and coke or a shower fucking, I don't know, bourbon or
and you've had all of these things?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Maybe all at the same time. I don't know. Not all at the same time. That'd be weird. But maybe beers and rum and cokes. Maybe. Like, I don't know. And pizza.
That's the part that really blows my mind. How are you gonna eat pizza in the shower?
It was on. It was, dude. I'm telling you, it was on the fucking. It was on the sink, and I was so goddamn hungry. I was so fucking hungry because it was in the winter, right?
Oh,
All we had was the rabbit. That was the only like meat,
uh-huh.
and the fucking thing had hardly any meat on it, and so we had the rabbit, and then we had we had 5 MREs
Mm-hmm.
that were half of it wasn't edible anyway. So you were starving, literally fucking starving. So by the time we got in from the woods, I was ready to eat my fucking hat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first thing I did was fucking call Domino's. I got the fucking pizzas delivered. Like I was in the shower, the fucking pizzas get delivered. I fucking get them, fucking take them, put them on the sink, and just start eating pizza while I was standing in the shower.
Wow. This is not where I thought this episode of the Overtime was going to go, but I'm so happy this is where we got to because I've learned a lot this evening.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Jason's only ever
Only-
washed his ass in the shower. Like, like, have you even lived?
Apparently not. Apparently I've missed out on quite a bit.
Yeah. Shower bourbon is good. A little splash of water. Yeah.
It really brings out the flavor.
As long as there's no soap in it.
And the Super Troopers. All right. Well, how about you do this, Kelly? Add Super Troopers to our list of movies to talk about in future episodes, and I'll watch it for the first time, and you'll get my honest reaction seeing it for the first time. So, as Palpatine would say,
do it! Make the sacrifice!
All right, we should go.
all right.
It's 8:30. Almost bedtime.
Yeah, it is. All right. Thanks, guys, for sticking around for this unique conversation, and I'm questioning all of you now. I don't know what to think about all of this, but it was enlightening to say the least.
Yeah, we should be changing screen names in the chat for next time. Talking about our preferences and
for what you do in the shower.
for what we do in the shower.
I don't know if I want to know some of those things. All right, guys, we're out. Have a good night. You are the best.
Cheers.